Wait, you guys haven't heard? It's the Very Real Fantasy Football Show!
Fantasy football for real. Eric, no Eric, and Looming Dan
in the building, El Grande.
Here on this most important of episodes. So that music, Big Dan, on the Derailed podcast that I do with Nick and Brad, who made that music.
The guy who says, "Oh, that's your bro."
That's my bro. Every now and then, just mid-show, I'll just hit that music.
Just cranking it on, letting them know.
It's become a bit on there, because you know how there's that little buzz right at the beginning? So as soon as they hear that, they know.
God damn it, it's coming.
It's coming.
Oh, you didn't fucking know? Love it, dude.
All right.
Even though it doesn't say the actual name of our show.
Is that
important? I don't feel like it is.
Who cares? Yeah, who cares?
It's the Creevis and Lutthead show. And the writing says Beavis and Butthead.
Maybe I will get them to redo it before next season.
Yeah, we're good this season. We had to test out, see if we even, some of us just get so dinged up. We're so old, like EC cannot string a couple healthy games together. He's just dinged and banged. Old man.
Poor sweet boy. This week, he had to go pick his sis up from the airport.
Family gathering for Christmas. Understandable.
'Tis the season.
It wasn't soup related.
No.
So,
but I guarantee you,
he's got one in a cup to go probably right now, just driving to go pick her up with a little soup to go.
He's got a thermos.
Shows up with her. He's like, pours her a little cup right when she gets in the car. You want some soup?
Are you cold?
Welcome home. It's nippy out there, isn't it?
We love you, buddy. We miss you.
Yep. Get well soon from being our friend. Sorry about you.
And then, so here, right now, we're in the semifinals.
Yeah, it escalated.
Fantasy. It's crazy. And then next week, obviously,
it's Title Town.
It is. And there's a week from today is Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And there's a game, right?
Yeah, I think the Chefs play.
Of course they do.
Yep, I wish them the worst.
Mm-hmm. So
they can't keep getting away with this.
We'll figure out our recording schedule for next week.
Yeah, I wish you could get that phone thing to work. Just phone
call
you up. Yeah, just get a quick figure it out.
Yeah,
I'll call you every night till we get it.
I Googled. I'm like, hey, how do I do this? And they're like, hey, do exactly what you did. And I'm like, oh, okay,
that's frustrating.
Yeah, I did. I did do that.
Email that company for our board and say, yo, I'm trying to get phone calls in here.
I don't know that they speak the same language I do, but I'll try.
Keep it real simple.
So if nothing else, because what I have is an Android. My children have iPhones.
Like civilized people.
Like children.
No,
but I will
like the future.
Yeah,
you're stuck in the past, old man.
Nah, dude, it's it.
If kids use it, it's proper tech. If your ass is using it, it's something old dated there.
You don't tell me.
Control Alt Delete Windows 98 looking ass.
I'm gonna need you to get off my porch.
See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I barely walked across your lawn and you're throwing shit at me.
Off my porch.
What an old Android. Continue with defending.
Think I haven't already called the cops.
Continue telling me about your stone tablet.
As soon as I saw you walking down the road with all your tattoos.
You're barbecue Becky.
All right, so you are. I assume you are alive and well, playing for a chance to go to the Super Bowl this week.
In 2 leagues, I'm a man. One league, you guys all know very well if you're fans of the podcast. I am in a full rebuild in the Chris League.
Same.
However, in the 12-man league, I ate a traditional DICK right off top. Just bounced. Just bounced by the bastard commissioner over there.
It happens.
And he's my arch rival. Like, I want him in real life. And he got me. Got me in fake life.
Let's see. I am in the semis in one league. I'm playing for the Super Bowl this week in a different league.
Oh, yeah. Is that
that's Marty Perry's league?
Oh, yeah. MPZ. I dropped out of that because it's just not money.
It is.
It is now?
Yeah, it's money. Yeah.
Glad they got me back in the swing.
Yeah, it's money.
Give a shit.
But it's weird. Super Bowl's this week, and I'm in it. I'm like, hey, okay, cool. Yeah, right on. And then in in our dynasty leagues, I'm playing for the number 1 draft pick in both, except in one, you have my pick. So I'm gonna try, bro.
You probably won't get it done because I need it so bad.
And my team is trash.
I'll take, I mean, I won 1 game this year, so I feel you about trash.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, you had 6 on the board. That's at least something to be excited for next year. You can build on that. One victory? I mean, what am I going to get? Like, better every year, so next year's 2, 3? That's a long process to get back up to it.
When you rebuild and you have all those picks, dude,
hopefully it
expedites
the process.
It jumps up quick.
Hopefully all of you did well in your playoffs. And I'm hoping that most of you are in dynasty leagues because,
they're the most fun.
I'm a guy who's covered in tattoos. I like permanent decisions.
Yeah. Been married for a while, dude. Yeah, you're all about that commitment.
I like permanence. You know what I mean? I don't want to turn it over next year and be like, let's try everything else new. No, I like my shit and I'm keeping my shit.
I like what I got.
But yeah, it's a tough build. So again, I'm where you're at, about halfway in, halfway out with the playoffs and whatnot. Did you get any first round buys or did you earn all your?
No first round.
I only had 1. It felt good.
No, I'm doing this.
I'm in one doing the old.
Way,
I'm a 7-7 old fashioned, grind it out kind of blue collar team.
Rolling up my sleeves, just punching dudes in the face. That's
man
me.
of the people.
Yep, that's me.
Probably got a few misdemeanors we can't shake loose, but that's what fist punchers do.
Definitely
catch cases.
All right, tomorrow night. And we got some decent games this week.
You know what?
Man.
I looked at the slate. I normally don't, but every week when we laugh about it, I'm like, I want to take a look at the slate this week.
It's good that you did.
You know what I mean?
It's the most show prep you've ever done.
I don't, traditionally.
Look at the schedule.
Well, I look at what my players are playing, and I don't really think about it in that term, like for the show, until I start thinking about it for the show. So
right.
Let's run through them, baby. These
are
some tasters.
Broncos at Chargers. Thursday night.
I don't normally get to do it this early, but go Chargers, go.
You love that.
I love it.
So a few interesting notes I have on this. I mean, Bo Nix has still been good. Still been Bo Nix.
Man.
But for the Chargers, Quentin Johnson has 8 touchdowns on the season.
Bro, he's got to start getting a little more respect on his name. I know we've previously talked about Wuspect. But I know he's got a case of the dropsies.
Mm-hmm.
He does. But with that comes 8 touchdowns, big catch radius, and a quarterback who can sling it.
And he's averaging, I believe, something like in full point PPR, 13.1, 13.2 fantasy points per game.
I mean, that is flex.
Dude, yeah.
And bro,
that's wide receiver 2.
Quit saying full PPR because you're subjected to some chodes who like half point PPR or whatever. Come on.
I know I'm in a half. A lot of people play half.
Oh my God.
It's weird. I
want to make an analogy so people will get it because that's just half I already told you half a cake. Happy birthday. Just half the song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where's the rest? You don't need it. You're having fun.
I did order a latte today with just half the syrup because they go too hard, bro.
Bro, they go hard in the paint on that.
They go way too hard.
See,
nobody needs 8 pumps of syrup in a latte. Back up,
bro. There's always an exception to my dominant absolutism, and the syrup is definitely on that list. Yeah, come on, that pump is so generous. It's as tall. Look, on the counter, it's as tall as a small child, and they pump it all the way down into your coffee.
Yeah, but they do that like 6 times, not even joking.
But it's not like a quick pump. It's legit.
Oh, yeah.
They're like pushing. They're like, they look you in the eye,
dude.
Too. They're like,
it's
I got
a
5.
slow, sensual stroke on
like,
that
I got
thing,
5 more pulls that I'm putting right in you. Oh, my. Mm-hmm. So, now that I'm all hot and bothered, what's up? Can we get a cup of coffee or what's good?
I mean,
a little midday brew.
But Quentin Johnson, 8 touchdowns. And Ladd McConkey.
Just love him. Just love him.
Do you know rookie Ladd McConkey? Guess what his ranking is on the season for wide receivers?
17.
Bro, 19.
Not bad.
That's not bad. And this is just total points, and he's missed some games.
He's missed some time.
Yeah, so Ladd McConkey.
He's an absolute beast. If you're in Dynasty and you stole him in like the 2nd round.
Good for you.
And in redraft, you probably got him round 10 through 12 or something around there, maybe later.
And some of these,
he's a league winner.
Some of these leagues, possibly undrafted, depending on. I mean, a lot of rookie,
rookies.
Players,
in those smaller leagues, like 10-man leagues that are deeper.
Yep.
Yeah. And like you talk about the shallower roster pools they're able to hold. But Ladd McConkey, I'm saying that he is a more athletic Edelman and Welker. And you're like, oh, it's because he's white.
You're confident.
No, it's because of the similar route trees they run and style. He has more speed than both of them. Maybe not short area quickness, but more speed. And he catches a lot of balls like that.
And he's white.
Yep.
But wide receiver 19 on the season. Denver is the 4th best team as far as fantasy points allowed to opposing receivers.
It's weird because they have awesome corners and stuff. So.
Yeah. So, something's got to give.
Yeah, something's got to give.
Just like Drowning Pool said.
Let the batters hit their boom.
But at this point, if you're playing and these guys, I think McConkey is a definite and Quentin Johnson's a flex. And
let him.
You gotta be pretty deep to not have him in your flex spot.
Yeah.
I like it. We totally nailed that first game.
Yeah. I'm a little worried with everyone not named Bo Nix, though, right now. Besides, Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton. Everyone else is kind of making me. There was some nice little pieces that Denver was allowing you to have in a flex, and I don't think those are available anymore.
Nothing consistent.
No, and nothing safe. Especially.
And nothing that got you to this point.
No. Bam and boom.
Yep. Because if you played any of those guys last week, you probably caught an L.
Yep.
So,
all right, keep her moving.
And Bo Nix probably.
Nothing to see here. He's grinding down. He's hitting the rookie wall.
Yeah, he's been really good, but
he hit the Wookiee wall.
Right. You might be in a pretty deep league or a super flex starting Bo Nix this week.
Bo Nix was probably your QB2 anyways. You probably flipped the script on your QB1, started him for a little bit. Now flip it back.
Yep, now flip it on back. Yep. Saturday, we have 2 games, Dan.
Let's do this. Saturday.
It's 2 Saturday games, which I find annoying.
It's annoying, but it's very Christmassy. It's what they always do to us this time of year. They fuck with our fantasy minds. Like, I can handle the early Thursday game, but y'all be throwing these Saturdays in there.
Dude.
It gets too much.
So
too much
inconsiderate.
Stress. It's so much stress.
We're doing so much with our families. And I know what they're doing. Like, oh, no, it's cool. Family get-togethers, you have the game on.
You can't concentrate.
Yeah, but I want to watch the games. I don't want the games to be background noise. That's what the office is for.
I agree.
Not for live football games where I got dudes in.
Sometimes I like to not watch it at all, and then my team plays better. It's weird like that. I've done it. I did it Monday where I was like, 2 Monday night games. Guess what? I'm not fucking watching because I'm about to get bounced.
Yep.
And I didn't get bounced.
And you didn't.
Because I ignored it. I let the fantasy gods know you're not going to control my life. They do. They run it.
They really do. They do. Because even though you weren't watching it, you were checking the score.
I was letting it interfere with what I was trying to distract. Yeah, I'm a real piece of shit, but I'm trying to win fantasy games. And you know what? By any means necessary. I haven't resorted to like any witchcraft or voodoo, but I'm not above it.
So this is totally kind of this is
what we do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking back to when we were roomies way back in the day.
Way back.
Right? And we were playing fantasy. And this is before, smartphones. Let alone,
we were on our pewters.
Let alone checking, scores on your phone. But when it is before Red Zone, there were 2 games you could watch. Or
Fox and like whatever.
CBS. Or the NFL Network would kind of like run highlights little bit,
roll a little,
and give you like constant statistical updates. And I remember specifically once because we were just so into fantasy before all of our friends that we would just hang out and watch the NFL Network on Sundays and not watch football games just to see what our guys were doing. And I remember one time B. Will came over to watch some football. He's like, dude, what the hell are you guys doing? What? We're like,
we're playing fantasy football.
He's like, turn the game on.
Yeah,
we're like, no.
The Bears can't get the fuck out of here. Yeah, we were insulted.
Yeah. I got to see what Sed Benson does. Yeah. Get off me.
Yeah. And the thing, my habits have not changed. Now it's just gotten better and more accessible with NFL Red Zone. People will come over and be like, hey, you going to watch the Bengals game or the Bears game? I'm like, yeah, if it comes on with a highlight on Red Zone.
Dude, I was watching, we went over to our in-laws' house a few weeks ago. It was on a Sunday. And my father-in-law, super cool dude, but, Bears fan and just watches regular. And
he's like a regular football fan.
And I was like, hey, we'll log in and watch the Red Zone. And he's like, yeah, I'll turn it on. And dude, his head was spinning. He couldn't, he's like, wait, what game is this? No,
fast-paced.
But he didn't like it.
Too much?
Like, yeah, he's too much. He's like, whoa, whoa, hold on. We're watching this game now? What happened? Where's the last game? What? It was too much.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was too much.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
oh, man, this is
What's
how
this thingamajig you guys got here?
This is how you
This
football
who's he,
now.
what's it?
Yeah. He's like, I'm just going to turn the Bears game on. I'm like, you can if you want at your house.
Man.
But I'll be leaving.
You're missing out on the overstimulation.
But if you do, I'm flipping this coffee table and I'm leaving.
Here's the deal. It causes health problems. You know what I mean? Like, fantasy football is not good for you.
It's shaved years off both of our lives.
Oh, I am in considerable heart failure mode because of goddamn fantasy football, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you need to take it easy, pal. We need you to stick around for a while.
It's stressful. That's why I do that technique I told you where I'm like, well, I'm not watching the fucking game because I can't handle it.
Maybe take a few plays off, champ.
Yeah, I did. Take a few plays off because I'm just old. Yeah, we have been fantasy football for a long time.
Yeah, I love it. All right, we got Texans at Chiefs. This is our Saturday games, and both Saturday. Hey, I'm stupid. Both Saturday games.
You're a good guy.
Just breathe. Both Saturday games are really good games, dude.
Yeah, they're fire.
I know because you looked at the schedule this week, so
I'm prepped. Yeah, I'm like, what is it?
Texans at Chiefs.
I love it.
9-5 at 13-1. Pat Mahomes.
I'd sit him.
High ankle sprain.
I'd sit him if I was the Chiefs. They won't.
No.
I would just let him get one game off. You don't need.
Okay.
They need to win 2 of the next 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Think about it. This is a lot going on with the Chiefs. They need to win the next 2 out of 3 to get the 1 seed. Okay. So take this game off. Otherwise, Pat plays what? Saturday. Then they have a game Wednesday.
No, do they?
Yeah. They have 3 games in an 11-day stretch.
Dude.
So you got to give him, if you give him this game off, he gets 10 days. And then they play and he gets another 10.
Wow.
So you got to give him some rest because that's too many fucking games, dude.
That is.
So if you're relying on Travis Kelce and Pat Mahomes in a fantasy sense, I mean, I'm sure you're probably already bounced. I don't see how Pat's you can't be starting Pat. I know a guy who's got him in one of our leagues. He's probably going to have to throw in one of his backups if he wants to win.
Yeah. I'm
Like
I'm
a Mason
with you,
Rudolph
man.
or some shit, someone off the wire.
I'm kind of with you that they should maybe sit him this week. It's a big spot. A lot of people watching Saturday game, and he wouldn't let them. I mean,
if it's a high ankle sprain, you have a game to give, in my opinion. You just have to win 2 out of 3. If he gets a little more dinged and banged here, and all he's been doing all year is scrambling in the fourth quarter so they can kick the game-winning field goal. Now he can't do that. So that whole offense, I'm steering clear of because they don't run the fucking ball. So see ya, Pacheco.
Yeah.
And then I'm starting all my Texans because I think they're going to win that game.
I hope you're right, but Nico is definite. Joe Mixon's a definite.
Yeah.
Where else do you go, though? I mean, and it's still going to be
I like C.J. Stroud this week.
The Chiefs are winning games with their defense.
Yes.
Man.
I like I know it's one of those games where everyone says Chiefs are such a good defense. Stroud's struggling. It's going to go the opposite of what you think. Trust me.
Because football?
Because of football, dude. 30-plus points out of that Texans offense this week. Joe Mixon's going to go bananas. There it is.
Fantasy pros, guess where C.J. Stroud is
21.
ranked. Did you look?
No.
Jesus.
I'm just good at this shit,
Stunning
dude.
accuracy.
That's a pretty good guess.
Anyhow, they got him at 14.
Okay.
Just kidding. He's 21.
Okay, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
man. Whoa.
Swerved.
Did he?
Yeah, swerved it. They have him, but 2 spots ahead of Pat Mahomes, who they have at 23. I should have asked you what you thought of that. Mm-hmm. But they have Stroud behind Cooper Rush, behind Drake May.
Bro, I know it hasn't been everything you dreamed with C.J. Stroud. He's still C.J. Stroud, a phenomenal talent who's been playing down and doesn't have a high ankle roll. Cooper Rush, his high-end game is nowhere near the ceiling that you could get from Stroud. That's just my opinion. If I'm going out on my fucking shield, bro, it's going to be with C.J. Stroud.
So Stroud last week, somehow, I mean, Nico Collins caught 2 touchdown passes.
17 yards.
Yeah, and Stroud still only posted you 17.95
I know it's not
points.
inspiring, and I don't say that this season's been a reason why you can try. I just think the dude himself in that offense, this is the week.
It's just a feeling.
It's a fucking gut feeling, dude. Go with it. The Chiefs are dinged up. They're not going to be able to move the ball with Pat. So that means the Texans are going to get more possessions than they normally would. And I just think they do it, dude.
All right, okay.
Man,
listen, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just giving you a chance to present your argument.
The future of the people who want to argue with me about it when they hear this. Okay, they're dead.
Second game Saturday, another great game, man. Steelers 10-4 at the Ravens 9-5.
A lot on the line with this one.
So much.
Just real football on the line. Football.
Yeah. You want to see
run.
Some after the play pushing and shoving.
Some shenanigans, some division rivalry shenanigans.
Possibly a guy getting punched in the helmet.
And Lamar traditionally cannot play good against the Steelers. Go look up his numbers against just the Steelers, and it's not inspiring.
And do maybe a little bit for a letdown game after his huge game last week. Please don't go back and listen to my fantasy analysis of Baltimore last week.
Was it horseshit? Were you like, they're going to drag nuts, or did you?
Well, you don't remember who they played?
No,
the Giants.
Giants, yeah.
Right, here, tell me this doesn't make sense. Baltimore is playing the Giants. Huge Derrick Henry day.
Yeah,
because the Giants are trash.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to start Lamar, but don't expect like a monster game because they don't need to throw.
No, 5 of them though.
Five passing touchdowns.
Guess who caught 2 of those strays?
Mark Andrews?
No, he caught 1.
Oh, he did. It was Bateman, wasn't it? Chaboy Bateman.
Yep. I remember, go back and listen to week 1. You guys laughed me out of the fucking building with Bateman.
I still will.
That's fine. He's got more touchdowns than your favorite little sweetheart sleeper of the year, which you probably didn't even give. I had the courage to get on the stage.
I don't even. Did I give sleeper? I don't think
I don't know. I was out there week 1 swinging my wang big, telling people.
I've been a big Juwan Jennings guy all season.
You have.
He's been my guy. He's been my Bateman.
I told him to get fucked, so you're good, you.
Yeah.
You.
Bateman, 23 fantasy points in full point PPR. Last week.
What are you getting half? God damn it.
Well, take your points from the catches and divide that by 2.
I don't know how many catches he had. Probably like 3.
He had 21 and a half. Yeah, 3 catches.
Yeah, you can't divide that in half. It's not. I can't divide it in half anymore. I already pulled over as far as you can. 1.5. I don't like it.
So you want to say, yeah, he's due for a letdown game, but I mean, it's
Steelers,
Lamar.
dude.
What are you going to do?
You're starting them, but you just know that when you're
starting him over C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, you got to. Come on,
all right,
it's
Lamar.
Different levels.
I was starting him no matter what.
I was kind of just keeping it within that game, like a Pat Mahomes, kind of C.J. Stroudish, maybe that Cooper Rush scenario, like kind of just swirling those 3 in a vacuum,
like a temper expectations, but don't sit him on the bench like an idiot.
I just think that this is a C.J. Stroud week. I don't know. I don't have any real good evidence to give you, Your Honor, but I can tell you this: my client didn't do shit.
I think George Pickens went through some drills, but he's still questionable for this game.
What kind of drills?
Just some standard positional drills. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's the last I saw.
A couple cone drills.
Yeah, it's a couple drills.
Okay.
So
drilling it out.
Keep an eye on that if he plays. Obviously,
that raises the whole offense up. They need him. They need those big plays over the top to make the running game work, and that's what Russ does, and he doesn't have it, so they suck.
It's amazing what a difference that big play receiver makes.
I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. If you got a tough time guarding a guy down the field, you got to allocate resources towards it, and that leaves resources open towards other parts of the field.
All right, Sunday.
Be there.
First game on the board, dude. The 2-12 Giants.
Oh yeah.
At the 7-7 Falcons.
Get you some.
Starring Penix.
Michael Penix Jr.
That big Penix energy.
He's got that big Penix. Big old Penix.
He finally getting the start. And now
finally, it's like overdue. Have you watched the shell of Kirk all year? Jesus.
Well, I was thinking back to draft day when they take Penix where they took him.
Very early.
And it was like, what was he, 7th or 8th off the board?
Yeah, he was top 8. I think 8's exactly.
And it was a big, like, why would they do that? They just signed Kirk Cousins to this deal. Why would they draft Penix? And the real question is, why did they sign Kirk Cousins to that deal?
Yeah, that's
not why would you draft Penix? Kirk Cousins coming off a season-ending injury last year.
He has got a PhD in getting the bag.
Yeah.
That's what he does. Getting the bag 101, dude. Think about a year where he hasn't got the bag. Go do he's made more money off football, off football than Tom Brady.
That's incredible. So for the Giants, though,
fuck them. I'd throw neighbors out there.
Neighbors.
And I'd get my ass out of Dodge.
And keep an eye. I mean, Tyrone Tracy, I think, is questionable. But
you don't want that smoke. I mean, what did he do last week? Got outpaced by Singletary? That's not a trustable situation.
He did.
So take double T and stick him where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, I agree. If you're needing him this week,
It's not like he catches balls out of the backfield. He needs 20 carries and a touchdown to get his hundy. So
Andy's questionable with an ankle
and he's on the
issue.
Giants. Get
That's
him
probably why he got outpaced.
Get him out of here.
But literally the 4 weeks before that, he was double digits.
Yeah, there's a streak. Look, dude, everyone knows fantasy players come in different shapes, sizes, and abilities to lead your team. Some guys do it all year. Some do it for a 4-game stretch, and he's your 4-game stretch guy. Hopefully you traded him when the trade deadline was around and saw that he was just what every other running back usually tends to be that's not like high end, is just a flash in the pan, bud.
I'm going to push back a little bit on this flash in the pan. He's got a lot of double-digit games.
Yeah, he's a flash in the pan kind of guy, trust me.
He's for a rookie season on a really bad team, running back.
Yeah, he's going to get lost in the mix and be a nobody. By next year, they'll draft someone better, higher priority on their list. I'm telling you, dude, he's 24. Sing his praises all you want. I'm over here saying he's a flash in the pan.
Yeah, I mean, how
many 20-point games does he have this year?
I'm not starting him this week.
Double digits
by any means.
Pretty generous for your argument. What, like 10, 11,
He's
12,
got a
13?
14, a 22.7,
Okay,
a 23, a
there's one.
16.4, 10, 14.5, 19.3.
That's a flash in the pan if I ever heard one.
That's pretty good.
That's
dude.
like when you order flash in the pan and then you turn it over on the back of the box. They got the ingredients. There it is. You just said it.
Yeah, I don't want to argue to start Tyrone
Yeah,
Tracy.
you can't.
Don't. I just said if you got him and you need if you got a spot to fill
in the consolation bracket,
there's a chance.
Yeah, if you need to win the
we're
consolation,
playing for something in the con. I got him in. You should be
saying.
rooting for Tyrone Tracy because if he has a big game,
I want you to sit the fucking guy. Come on, man.
Look at my team. No, you don't.
Yeah, that's probably true. Huh?
No, you
son
don't.
of a bitch.
But for the Falcons, I mean, you got the Bijan. I'm interested in. I think
I'm interested in Pitts.
Me too, but
a little bit.
Are you going to roll the dice with this much on the line?
No, I mean, for Dynasty, it excites me. It's like, okay, maybe this is how Kyle Pitts gets going.
And then Drake London, does that worry you with a brand new QB in this spot?
What worried me was watching Kirk Cousins play fucking quarterback. Yeah. That's what worried me. So I can only be up from here. He's younger.
Can't get worse.
I mean, he's like 12 years, 13 years younger. And last time I saw Penix, he was like balling in college.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Can't get any worse. He's younger and actually can move out of the pocket if he's chased.
I think the only guys we can confidently say get in your lineup in this week for a shot to go to the Super Bowl are Bijan and Drake London.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are must starts.
Here we go. Cardinals at Panthers.
Tweet.
Traditionally, cats prey on birds.
Yeah, that is a tradition, a time-honored one.
Mm-hmm. But I do believe I'll take the Cardinals in this matchup.
Yeah, you feel like that if enough of them swarm up on the Panther and peck his eyes out, that he's fucked. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm with you there. I'm going with birds, peck out, eyes of cat. And yeah, good luck. I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr., you got to start him because you spent money on him. Don't be scared of Trey McBride now. I know he doesn't score touchdowns, but he is a PPR dynamo.
He's in your lineup.
He just doesn't score touchdowns, though.
Yeah,
I don't think he has one this year. He has a rushing one.
Are you serious?
Dude, this is fantasy football. Do you think I'm joking around?
Yeah. I mean, that's
strapped right now because it's fantasy football. Not with a gun, just a non-traditional weapon.
Just to clarify.
Yeah, it's more of a shank that I've been,
Trey McBride is averaging 15 points per game with 0 touchdowns on the season.
He's got a rushing one, though, I think. I think that's a real story.
Let me see. Rushing. Yep, 1 rushing TD back in week 9 against the Chicago Bears.
The Bears. You
They're so stupid.
Hate them. I like the Panthers more. And that's not saying much.
Nope. So it's the obvious guys on Arizona.
Yeah, and you got to start Chuba. I know he shit the bed last week, but he's still a bell cow. And they still seem to run a pretty functional offense. I mean, Thielen's come back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce Young's got a little bit more pizzazz to his game. I like what I'm seeing.
I would say you have to be in 12 to 14 to 16 team leagues to plug in like Thielen or a Bryce. I mean,
or you're just so injury plagued.
This
you know
is
what I
where
mean?
You're at in life. But Chuba is in there.
Yeah, Chuba's in there. I like Chuba. He's a top 20 back.
All right, Lions at Bears. Lions coming off their second loss of the season at the hands of the Bills last week, and the Bears have dropped 8 straight.
Yeah, the Bears are terrible. Overrated from Jump Street. They ruin quarterbacks professionally. That's like professionally what they do.
You're such a joke.
I could run the Bears organization by myself.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I don't think it's that tough of a job. How many people you guys employ over there, man? You guys are fucking using a lot of resources to just suck.
Yeah, they're so bad. The Lions, I feel good about everybody. And David Montgomery's out for the season.
That sucks, man.
Now.
I had him in a playoff team, but
that sucks.
I'll pivot.
For him, it's great for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Great for Gibbs owners. It does, in my opinion, hurt the passing game a little bit because now they know they don't have a bully.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's more of a finesse run game than that power that Montgomery's bringing, which brings the safeties up, which allows St. Brown and those other guys to eat. I still think, though, you're loving St. Brown and Gibbs goes up a notch. Just maybe they don't score 42, now they score 36. You know, it's one of those.
I'm almost seeing this, and especially this game against the Bears, I'm almost seeing this as okay, so the offense has to shift a little bit and to just become more of an aerial attack. Jahmyr Gibbs can catch the ball.
Yes, he can do this over a short period of time. He just can't do this kind of workload for the whole year. That's why they have Montgomery.
He can't just have 25 carries.
No,
he's not that kind of back.
No,
but to be involved, I think it opens up their passing game to where now, okay, we can't just run it up the middle with Montgomery, but we have all these weapons, and one of them is this dynamic running back. So I think it's good for St. Brown. I think it's good for Laporta. I think it's good for Jamison Williams. I think it's good for Jared Goff.
Some weapons.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
I'm like, Jesus, dude.
You can't stop all those guys. If they spread all those guys out.
Yeah, it's tough.
The Bears aren't stopping that.
Well,
I like Goff this week a lot, man.
Yeah. It's because they're playing the Bears, but I just think you're going to see a lot more points scored out of the Bears because Detroit is struggling fielding anyone who can stay healthy on defense. I think they have 26 defensive injuries where guys are gone. So that's like new dudes from the street coming in. So if you're a Bears fan and you're kind of on the fence, the one guy I will say that you got to get in your lineups that's sneaky is DJ Moore.
Okay.
I think he's going to eat.
And that's where it ends.
Agreed.
Titans at the Colts. I'm not going to watch this one.
Yeah, I wish Jonathan Taylor would just hold the ball this week across the goal line. That's what I'm looking for. I have him, and I'd like him to not. Why do guys in the NFL do that? What? Damn. So it just goes to show athletic ability and large amounts of money don't equate to common sense.
It's the NFL.
I mean, that is to drop the ball voluntarily before you cross the goal line.
I hate that.
Is punishable by death. It has to stop. That's the only way these guys stop doing it. Let me just pull on his arm till it comes out of sock. I'm mad.
Why has that happened so many times?
Cocky. They think they're
NFL.
Cool. I don't know. Why do they think it's so cool to drop it that quick? And don't you want to hold it? I would hold every one of my touchdown balls and keep them.
I would keep, forever.
Yeah. A whole room filled with balls, bro.
Yeah,
that's how I roll. Mm-hmm. Ball room. Make a ball pit of all my touchdown balls. Go roll in my balls.
Hold on.
Go touch my balls and roll them.
Go roll in my balls.
Yep, go roll them.
There's your title.
Go rolling them balls. But you think about that, dude. Why?
I don't know.
Do you look cooler because you dropped it the second it crossed the line? But by the way, it didn't. Deshaun Jackson invented the goddamn thing.
Yeah, he loved that.
He did it in college, did it in the pros. I just don't understand. Like Mike Greenberg on Get Up this morning said, he's like, that's the one play in football I can do is run it across the goal line with it in my hands.
Yes.
And I laugh so hard because I can too.
Yeah, sure.
I even laid after I cross the goal line. I'm going to dive and land on the ground and just hold it tight.
Yeah, dive.
I'm going to do anything but drop it early. So I'm sorry I went on that tangent, but that really fucking bothered me. Thank God I was on a bye week because that would have cost me a touchdown and possibly my game.
Yeah.
So this week you're still starting John Taylor. I know he hasn't been too inspiring, but he's your bell cow. Richardson in Superflex, you got to get him in there.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. You don't want to start any of those receivers because he can't throw the fucking ball.
What about Tennessee?
Wow, man. They're
3-11. They're bad.
They're ugly. They're going to have a new quarterback this week. You can't trust Ridley.
Nope.
You can't trust the running backs because I thought you could trust Pollard up until this week. It might have been game script why they got Spears in there, but for Christ's sake, Spears went oof. Fucking oof.
Yeah, but that's fool's
gold.
Don't think that's going to happen again. It just
makes me leery of starting Tony Pollard anymore at the flex, and I was working him at the flex pretty good.
But I'm always a big proponent of not overreacting to last week.
Sure. But
don't do anything silly with Pollard.
But it seems more like a trend than a blip. It seems like this offense is like Will Levis is gone. They're bringing it just seems like a trend. I don't know. It feels like the start of a trend instead of a blip.
Okay, well, so this is going to be a real thing here then, right? Because people are going to have Pollard on their team, and they've been starting him all season.
Bro, he's a flex.
And now we get to this point, and I'll tell you, Fantasy Pros has him at number 22, just behind Rashad White and Jerome Ford and Breece Hall.
Kind of gives you that flexual feeling. But, that flexual.
But he's ahead of Brian Robinson Jr., Ramondre Stevenson, your favorite.
Wow, Brian Robinson Jr. is getting dogged that hard.
Yeah, they're playing Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting Terry McLaurin against Philly. I'm not happy about it, but tis the season. You start your studs, man. You start your fucking studs.
They have Swift behind him, Pacheco.
As they should.
Yep. So, yeah, I think that's kind of appropriately ranked where he's at 22.
Yeah, it's just one of those where I feel like he used to feel more like 22 with an upside to me. Now he feels like 22 with like a real hard cap on that ceiling and not touchdown getter and offense is sputtering, and maybe they want to take a look at Spears because he's younger. And I'm just saying, dude.
Now, they have Spears at 32, so still in like flex consideration. Yeah. When you look
what a mess. Just a committee on a team that's 3 and shit, you know?
Speaking of a mess, not related to this game at all, and we'll get to it.
Interesting.
They have ETN at 33.
Yeah, what a fucking mess.
Wow.
What a dick. What a dick.
Wow.
He can't stand you. George Costanza.
That people spent such like high draft capital
second round
on
picks.
that dude.
Dude's a bell cow in his prime on an offense that was supposed to go oof. Can we safely say at the start of next season, can we start saying that Trevor Lawrence is a fucking bust?
I'm with it.
Can we just
I'm with it.
Can we start that?
Yeah, I was with it this year.
How many more years of fucking grace are we going to give this guy?
After last season, and because I had so much stock in Calvin Ridley,
you thought that you should have.
Why wouldn't I?
You thought
I was
like, man,
all the way out on Trevor Lawrence. Like, man, this dude, you can't be a professional NFL quarterback if you're not thrown to this open guy all the time.
I think if he cuts his hair, it changes his career.
Agreed.
I think he's a big puss bag with that fucking haircut.
He looks too much like Mitch Kramer.
He looks, oh, Mitchie. Listen up, you little freshman fucks.
All right. Rams at Jets.
All right.
You like that? Obvious guys on the Rams, but the Jets.
Cooper Kupp's obvious.
Yeah, he got you 0 last week.
Geez, so if you had him on your team, you're probably RIP anyway. So
yeah, I bounced a dude out who had Cooper Kupp.
I bet you did.
Highest scoring team in the league.
God damn.
But, okay,
you got that, dude.
In the league,
you got, dude.
I played him 3 times this season, and I beat him all 3 times.
Damn.
3-0 against the top scoring team in the league.
Tonight.
And I had to play him the last week of the regular season to get into the playoffs. I beat him then. Damn. And then my reward was to get him again week 1 of the playoffs.
Damn, just high scoring Harvey.
And I was high scored. I put up a monster week. But he had Cooper Kupp get 0. Just salt in the wound.
2 Coopers, 1 Kupp.
Anyhow, hopefully if you are playing against a team who has Cooper Kupp, they overreact
and they sit
him this week
because he's going off for 30 because I'm playing him in a fucking playoff.
There's no way he's getting you back-to-back goose eggs.
I mean, he still could get you like a 7, but I don't think a goose egg's even attainable.
Agreed.
That's ridiculous. I can't even believe he got a goose egg.
For the Jets, though, all of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers is looking pretty decent throwing the ball around. Devontae Adams had a monster week. Garrett Wilson had a nice week.
Devontae Adams single-handedly propelled me into the next round. I played against Josh Allen and won.
Yeah. Wow.
I played against Josh fucking Allen and I won.
Nobody won playing against Josh
Your boy
Allen.
did.
Awesome. Good for you.
Yep.
I'm at the point right now where I'm like, yeah, get those guys in your lineup, dude. Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams. That's not like a, hey, would you rather? It's like a get those guys in.
Yeah, get them in.
Yep, that's where we're at.
Yeah, they turned back. I saw a great meme. It was a video of Aaron Rodgers throwing to Devontae Adams on the Packers, and it said Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams in the consolation bracket for no fucking reason at all. Just airing it out, just touchdown.
That's what it is too. And I think they're both playing for future.
They want to stay with the Jets because they're together now and they're trying to stay together till they retire.
Right.
I don't blame them. I mean, Jets, they don't have anywhere to go, so you might as well keep Rodgers one more year. I know.
Agreed. Eagles at Commanders. Here's another good one. 12-2 Eagles. One. Yeah, at 9-5 Commanders.
Did the Commanders beat the Eagles this year? Or was that the start of the Commanders looking regular? It might have been might have been what it was, is that Commanders were looking so good. They were coming off that Hail Mary, and then they played the Eagles.
And then they hit the Eagles.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I don't know, but I don't think one of their 2 losses is against the Commanders.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Can't remember, though. But yeah, Commanders, again, it sucks how much down to earth it would seem Jaden Daniels has come back. He's come back down a little
rookie.
Yeah, it's the wall.
Yeah.
But you got to still plug him in there. I'm sure he's, Terry's a must plug in. I think a little more respect on the name of Brian Robinson would be appreciated.
Definitely.
Because every time I play against that guy, he scores on me.
He finds
and I
the
get
inside.
pissed. So that means he's good.
If they get down there, he gets the ball.
Yeah. And he catches some rocks. I just think he's an underrated player.
Bro, what? Okay. One of the Eagles' losses came back in week 2 to the Falcons.
Yeah, to the fucking Dirty Birds.
In week 4 to the Bucks.
Okay. Baker cooking them.
Yep. So they started off the season 2-2 with losses to the Falcons and the Bucks. And have not looked back. Have just been dominating teams ever since.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're getting all your Eagles out there. I don't see any fringe players. All the Eagles are who they are, and I guess I already named the Commanders. So good luck to everyone. I hope Terry.
Good luck to everyone.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, we can move on. Yeah, good luck. We can move on to this next one, the Battle of Ohio.
Hey,
3-11 Browns at the 6-8 Bengals.
6-8. Fuck.
Nick Chubb broke his foot out for the season.
Yeah, he gone.
Sucks to see, just for him.
Yeah, good dude.
Hopefully
he ends up on a baller ass team. Can kind of get a couple more years of Nick Chubb in the league. He's exciting.
But now all of a sudden you got to look at Jerome Ford because it's a good matchup.
Yep.
Against Cincy,
and he's proven he can pop.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not as traditionally high ceiling as Chubb, but I mean, shit, he's at least going to get work.
He is.
It's not going to be the PL Strong show.
And the Browns. Oh, wee. And the Browns offense has looked like, competent.
Je ne sais quoi. Les incompetents.
There it is. I knew. I was like, we got to get to the Home Alone.
We got to, what the French call you.
But Jerry Jeudy.
Wow. I didn't see that coming. Really wish I didn't trade him.
She said.
You know what I mean? Like a dick.
Yep.
You're getting Double J in there. You know that they're not starting Winston this week. That doesn't bother you?
Oh, Winston's not starting? Who is?
DTR, dude.
Oh, DTR.
Dorian something Robinson.
Yeah, really? Is Winston hurt?
Nope, just sucked so bad last week. They're just like, fuck this dude. What are we thinking? Everyone got tired of eating W's and they weren't getting them.
That does bother me then.
Yeah, I mean.
That does bother me because he locks in on a receiver. It's been great for Jeudy. So that is fascinating news.
Dorian's, what's that T?
Thompson.
It is Thomas.
Yeah,
Thomas. I knew it was
something
fucking,
like that.
Yeah, basic. It wasn't like, tricky.
So
I got him on a team somewhere. No, I don't.
Let me see what that did to Jerry Jeudy is down at number 29 now. Where he would be, I believe.
Like a 15 spot.
Yeah, if Winston was out there, he'd be floating around that 10 spot.
Does that change your feeling on Njoku? I don't even know if Njoku's back healthy again.
Yeah, we should have done even better show prep.
Yeah, well, I glanced at the condition of Njoku, and it said he was still not practicing. That was yesterday.
They have him at 25 on Fantasy Pros. If he was out, he wouldn't even be on that board. But either way, it seems like with old Dorian
Tallywhacker Ribbonson.
Yeah, he's still not practicing as of 5 hours ago.
Who? Shaboy
Njoku. And to me, it's a no coup. I'm not putting him in my lineup.
I'm not gonna do that either. No. I don't blame you.
Not gonna. All right, and now I don't want to start Jeudy either.
You got to start him. I'm sure you'll have a better option. And, I mean, he's just been so good. And, dude, I'm telling you, Dorian ain't that bad of a QB, man. He's not that bad. He's had some flashes. He's got athletic ability.
He's been in the league for a few years.
And he's auditioning, in his mind, to be the QB1 next year. So we'll find out quick because they usually give guys like 2 quarters to do something.
Bengals Easy.
Oh, easy. You start every single Bengal, and you have a good day.
Yeah, and you just enjoy just
There's
nice little Sunday.
Little fringe Gesicki, he's hit or miss, but if you have problems at the tight end position and you've got a bunch of streamers, he's probably the best streamer.
I'm with it.
You know
I'm
what I
with
mean?
that.
Under the top 10, he's probably your best stream.
I can get on board.
He's going for about 3 points or like 26, something fucked up like that. Nothing normal.
Another good one, man. We got the Vikings 12-2 at the Seahawks 8-6.
What was up with those all white Viking uniforms? Those were dumb as fuck last week, weren't they? Couldn't even see the horns on them.
No, they
made the horns purple and it would have been sick.
I agree. They just try things sometimes.
God, it's so stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, just had to get that in there. Vikings, you got some options. You got some superstars. You got some Jordan Addison. You got some Justin Jeffy.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Kind of shit the bed last week, but I mean, try it again. He's been good. I mean, every good quarterback shits the bed.
It happens. Every single one of them. And Aaron Jones Jr.
Go back, dude. I've been pretty sure Burrow's even had a game this year where he shit the bed, and he's been on fire.
He has. He's been insane. I mean, he has been insane.
What a waste.
And he's still, the games that he's put up, he's still behind Lamar and Josh Allen just because those guys have been.
They run, too.
Yeah.
They have an uncanny ability to just run that ball. Joe gets out of trouble. Dude, he's not a rusher.
Week 1, Joe Burrow.
Stunk it up, didn't he?
21 of 29 for
no
164, 0 touchdowns.
Yeah, 9-something
9.7.
Yeah, see?
Since then,
just been scorched earth. He had one game against Philly where it was like a 20 spot.
Yep, 19.2.
Yeah, but other than that, he's been just carrying my team to the 2 seed in a first-round bye.
Yeah, he's been carrying my team. Also, that's how I knocked off the highest scoring team in the league.
I got a knockoff in our radio league, Pat, who's trying to win his 4th straight fucking title.
He only hung over 200 points
Dude,
last
all
week.
of a sudden he's hot. Like, oh, shit, here he comes.
He's got Josh Allen and Jamar Chase.
And CD Lamb and
CD
fucking
Lamb.
James Conner.
That's how I got knocked out of the playoffs in that league.
Playoffs?
Is I had to beat Pat in the last week.
Yeah, you got railroaded.
Yeah. That's what she said.
And then I tried to trade a couple first-round picks just to get like Tyreek Hill and Cooper Kupp, and that would have fucking set me back a couple generations.
Yeah. Wow.
Thanks, Roy, for being fucking into old dudes. I tried to tell you weren't going to. He's like, I'm going to make the playoffs. I'm like, you're going to make the playoffs and get bounced. And you
takes one to know one. Old recognize old.
Yeah, old does recognize old, but I'm on the business end of Cloud now. I'm pretty old.
Seahawks. I haven't read about Kenny Walker, but Charbonnet's still been good.
Yeah, if you own that backfield, you're no worries. Your dream scenario is call one of them off so you can have the bell cow.
What about the receivers, dude?
Dude, you're JSN and you're gonna have a top 5, top 6 receiver. That's all he's been this year. And DK Metcalf's probably put a lot of people in the grave. He looks like he's on his way out of Seattle, probably. Geno Smith doesn't play. That hurts everybody.
Yeah. It's the running backs, and to me, that's in JSN.
I mean, could you imagine having a top 6 receiver and sitting him in the play? You just can't.
Nope.
You just got to take that on the chin if you get
in
it.
There.
Yep.
We can go Pats at Bills next. Nobody from New England. Everybody from Buffalo.
Bam.
Okay. All right.
I dare you to start someone from New England and tell me you won. I'm fucking crazy bastards.
I'm not even gonna say his name this week. I've said his name every week.
What, Huno Henry?
No. No, the running back.
Wamandwe.
Oh, you said it. Not even gonna say it this week.
I hate him.
He's on my bench. Dan, I'm not even thinking about it.
Good.
He's on my bench.
Don't you dare look at that son of a bitch.
Hey.
2 tutties this week.
Yeah, 2 tutties. He is, dude.
He's going all the way.
It's going to be one of those.
All the way fucking off.
When kickoff happens and it's like, well, this is a 3:30 game, but, it'll be like 2 minutes into the game and I'll be like, oh, how'd that team score already? And it's like, oh, Wamandwe with the 85-yard touchdown one. Oh, right off the bat, he just breaks one.
Or it'll be even worse. They kick it off to Buffalo. They muff the kickoff. They recover, and he just falls in the end zone to start you off on the right foot. Because if he goes 85 yards, I will jump off a fucking cliff. There's no way that dude can run all 85 yards.
He's never had to do that.
I don't think he's ever done it.
Jags at Raiders. This one sucks. 3-11 at 2-12. Yeah, but we can.
Well, you can't because there's a couple little sneakers. Brock Bowers.
Yeah, Brock Bowers.
And my boy, BTJ.
Had a big week last week.
Just a man amongst boys.
Yeah,
and he's a boy.
With Mac Jones throwing the football, he's been a lot more consistent.
Yeah, he's been locking in. He does like you said with Winston. He finds a reliable guy. He's like, fucking, I'm peppering this dude.
Yeah, do that.
You know? Well, better quarterbacks feel that they can elevate other receivers and run the playbook a little more deeply on routes where Mac Jones finally knows his fucking limits. He's like, all right, dude, if I don't get this out of my hand quick to this guy, I suck.
But if you don't have other good receivers, that's what you have to do. Who else does Jacksonville have?
Well, they had a couple nice ones, but Christian
did.
Kirk, he gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Calvin Ridley doesn't play there anymore.
Nope.
And yeah, who else?
That's what that's your only option.
That's your guy. Yeah,
Evan Ingram out.
I lost Montgomery in the radio league, and I'm just gonna plug in Brian Thomas Jr.
Look at you.
Yeah, suck it.
Look at you go.
Suck it, Kyle.
Niners at Dolphins. Speaking of suck it, Kyle.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get into this.
Look, somehow the Niners.
This hurts me.
Man, this is going to be like 12-13 game.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be low scoring.
Pissed. What did Tyreek text out? Time for me to go coach.
That's what he said. Time for me to go coach.
He tweeted that out. Time for me to go coach. I don't know what that means. Is it time for me to go coach?
Well,
or
there's no
time
comma.
For me to go coach.
Yeah, there's no comma.
I know. I'm trying to put it in there. I'm trying to figure out his comma.
Yeah.
Time,
comma? For me to go coach?
For me to go coach.
That's why I
just put it somewhere.
That's why I said he's got 10 kids. Maybe one of them signed up for rec
league. What if
league?
it's time for, comma, me to go coach?
Comma. So I
don't know what you guys do your research. I mean,
time for him to leave town. Time for him to be a bigger part of the game.
Time for him to quit on the team.
I mean, against the Niners, is that when you think it's the time?
He's a real football player, though, so he's not quitting.
He's so good.
He's so good, but that's not his mindset. He's more of like a football player instead of a, you know what I mean? So, all right. So that I just had to get that out of there. Waddle's hurt, right?
Waddle is hurt. I need to see the latest. I've got that pulled
I mean,
up.
There's not a big difference between Waddle playing and Waddle hurt.
Day-to-day. He suffered a minor knee injury.
There's no difference between him on the field and off the field this season.
True.
You know what I mean?
That's
like
true. He's
he's still fucking you over.
It's not season ending. He's day to day. He's questionable for this week. Doesn't matter.
You're getting A-Chan out there. Yep. I'm in a situation now where I'm gonna sit Tua this week. I know I said he's the model of consistency.
He is.
It's against the Niners, so I'm gonna go. I'm favoring Richardson and Jordan Love over Tua this week.
Okay. Yeah.
Even if Tyreek goes off, I don't think that means Tua goes off. He may have like 230 yards passing and a touchdown. It could be 100 of it to Tyreek.
I mean, it's Jordan Love for sure. The question is Richardson.
I just believe that
or Tua.
I just believe he finds a way to get rushing yards and rush those 6-point touchdowns in for me, as opposed to throwing those 4.
Well, Richardson's at home against Tennessee.
Yeah, I think he's going to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, Tua's at home also, but it's the Niners
dude.
are coming to town.
And it's, it's not Santa Claus coming to town, but it's still chumming to town.
Yeah, they still they
got
still
dudes.
are a tough defense.
Yes.
They
good scheme and good personnel, so I worry about that. But again, those are the games you worry about, and then they come out and fucking just score a ton of points.
Well, and there's questions, because it's playoff time. Like I've got Juwan Jennings in the lineup in the league that I need to win.
Yeah, I'm playing against him in a title game, or not a title game.
I hope he does okay. Garindo's questionable. I think he was limited in practice, or he maybe didn't even practice today. So keep an eye on that. If you're even thinking about starting him, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Shanahan back, so I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yep.
I don't like it, but I get it.
Same. I mean, it's Kittle is the only
you
player
gotta
where
love.
it's like, yep.
You gotta love Kerry Kittle too.
Oh, Kerry Kittle. Good shooter.
Play me in whatever
shooter back
NBA Live he was on. It was unfair.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You come down with
miss.
Kittle, you're like, dude, get Kittle off your team. This is horseshit.
Kittle. Bucks at Cowboys. This is the Sunday night game. Mm-hmm. Mike Evans with a big week last week.
You gotta love that.
The running backs are both playing. I think Bucky was kind of dinged up a little. Rashad White had a decent week.
I play against Bucky as well in the playoffs. All the same team, Juwan, Bucky. It's a lot of. I'm hoping he sucks. Probably won't. He's really good.
At Dallas.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Baker could go all the way the fuck off again.
He did last week.
I regret trading him in a league.
Let's see where Baker's ranked, because this is the kind of stuff people
should
really
be
need.
ranked 4, but he's probably 12.
This is the kind of stuff people really need help with.
Yeah.
Because nobody really drafted Baker to be their starter.
Take the name off the back of the jersey and just look at his numbers.
So Fantasy Pros has him at 6.
That was close.
They've got him behind Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, Lamar, Jalen, Josh Allen.
I don't hate it.
No, they've got him ahead of Kyler Murray. So I guess the question is, any of these guys that I'm getting ready to say, would you put over Baker Mayfield? Kyler Murray, Sam Darnold, Jordan Love, Brock Purdy, Jared Goff.
Just Love, I would say, is up there. Everyone else, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Love is at home against New Orleans. We're going to get to that game next.
Yeah, it seems tough matchup, but New Orleans, for as tough as they've been traditionally on defense, I think it's a thing of the past. So.
Yeah. I really like Jared Goff this week, man.
Yeah, I mean, you got to like Jared Goff going forward and going backwards. And right here today.
To the left, to the right.
You got to like him every which way you can take.
I like my Goff diagonal.
Yeah.
Like a good or a perpendicular.
Like a southwest
like
or a northeast kind of a Goff. You're more of a hey, you kids.
Yeah,
get off my
porch.
Get off my lawn.
All right. So let me get back to this game here. I'm clicking all over.
Mm-hmm. So clicking on your Windows 98 computer, you old piece of crap.
I just bought this for this show.
Have an ass.
The Cowboys, however, CeeDee Lamb,
Bam.
obviously.
Totes Avo. Jake Ferguson's less attractive than he was at the beginning of the year.
With no Dak, he's no dice.
I mean, there's no party with no Dak. So remember that, folks.
Like a good Dak party.
Mm-hmm. You got to get the premium Dak involved.
Yeah. Yeah, but Rico Dowdle...
I hate it.
I know you do.
I hate it.
I bring it up every week, and you hate it every week, and every week he's good.
Hate it, man. I just hate it.
He's going to be good again this week.
Probably, but I hate it. Just so we're on the record, Dan hates it. Just hated it.
I don't know what Rico did to you, man.
I don't either, dude.
It's such a weird
I'll go
thing.
to bat for other guys, but this dude I'm not feeling, man.
You have no stock in him.
None.
It's not like you've started him and he's burned you.
No.
He didn't put up 40 points one week and beat you.
It's just a pair of pants that might look good, but I know it's not comfortable. So I can't get on board. I want comfort and performance. Okay. You know what I mean?
All right.
He might be performing, getting
is.
some looks at the club, but I'm telling you, it's going to be hard to get those pants off and perform, Rico. Whatever that's here in
I don't even know what that means. It's going to be hard to get those pants off and perform.
They're weird pants.
Well,
man.
you know what? Keep them on and just try to perform that way. Like
Rico Suave. Get him out there. Run him out there, man. Get you some Rico.
All right, Monday night game. Saints at Packers. We have referenced this a few times. So something to keep an eye on. Alvin Kamara is hurt.
That's not good for people who like Alvin Kamara getting lots of points.
And so the latest on him is just that he is a question mark. It's a groin.
What a tough bastard, though.
He is. There's a groin injury.
That sucks.
It's from carrying this team all season.
Oh, to nowhere.
Yeah.
Poor bastard.
And there's absolutely no word yet as to whether or not he's going to be playing this weekend. Kendry Miller would be the starting running back.
I've watched him run. I don't think that's going to transfer. Like, it's not just going to be a carbon copy. You just got the next Camara.
No.
So, a lot of times a bell, you get the handcuff, you start him. I don't know. This one won't feel right.
Jamal Williams is there. He'll see an uptick in production, too. It'll likely be a situation where neither guy will be startable.
Yeah, Jamal will be the guy who takes the vulture fucking shit at the goal line. So
yeah.
Welcome to that. Get you some Rico in that game. Hell!
But that's something to keep an eye on. I mean, the Saints have been a mess all season.
They're more of the ain'ts this year.
They really are.
Poor
but
bastards.
for the Packers.
Go Packers, go. No, sorry, Chargers. I didn't mean to.
You don't use that on the Packers.
I didn't mean to. It was just so fun.
I think you unleash everybody. I like Christian Watson this week.
Again, like Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson are big. Like you're relying on a touchdown and a big play, but they're dynamic guys in a dynamic offense. So yeah, Josh Jacobs, league winner.
I even think for like a flex option, those two guys, I think they have an exceptionally high floor this week compared to what they usually have.
Okay.
I think
Just feeling the flooring.
I think good flooring.
The ceiling's the roof.
It is.
The ceiling's the roof.
I think the floor is like 7-8, right in there, which you can win fantasy games if your worst guy is getting you 8 points.
Bro.
It happens.
Yeah.
Right?
But
that ceiling there for those guys is like 25.
Yeah. Oh, Watson's the kind of guy you could look up and see 4 catches, and all of a sudden he's like, "What? Wait, 2 tutties. He's got 30 burger."
Yeah, all of a sudden.
All of a sudden, though, he can have 4.9. So
All of a sudden that can happen too.
But
it's Monday night. It's a good matchup.
I'm sure that you have those guys pooled in with other guys who are in the same risk factor. You know what I mean? So I would rather have a guy who can get me a big play like a Watson as opposed to someone else.
And Jaden Reed,
What the fuck?
We're not going to be like, don't.
What happened?
Last week he had 11.1.
There you go. That's on the right track. So 11 points in the past 2 weeks combined then.
Because the week before, he Cooper cupped you. Mm-hmm.
And not in the good way. He didn't cup your Cooper how you appreciate it.
Oh, no. Oh.
He didn't mind the step
Thanks
kids
for
or
cupping
nothing.
my Cooper.
Uh-huh.
Appreciate that.
Yep. Didn't cup it. Just kind of snake bite slapped it, So
who was your guy? Oh, he didn't Rashid Shaheed you.
I didn't even know he's fucking hurt.
Throwback.
God damn, Shaheed. So much upside, I thought, man.
But New Orleans 24th in the league.
Has anyone heard from Olave's next of kin or anything? Do we know where he's at?
Just
alive or anything?
I don't know. I traded him.
He was
traded him.
No wonder EC couldn't make it this week. He's still recovering from Olave syndrome. Man, you traded.
I almost feel bad. I almost feel bad.
He's like, cool, I got a new weapon. Hey, it doesn't work. You're like, nah, all sales are final.
It was week 9.
You sold him a bunk turbo man.
I did. Week 9 when he took that hit to get his second concussion of the season against Carolina.
Dude, that second one was not a concussion. That was a homicide, Ventura. Now, what do you think of that?
But initially he was week to week, but then that shifted to just IR.
Yeah.
And
they couldn't. They're like, we could keep him weekend at Bernie's week to week. And then they realized how hard it is to maintain that. And they're like, nah,
no one's heard from him since.
He gone.
It's too bad, man. So much potential.
I love him. I love my Ohio State guys.
Yeah, I love him on somebody else's team.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, what do you do?
Just get a gurney if you own them.
Big Dan, we just ran through those games, pal.
Good job, everybody. Have a great weekend.
We'll figure out something for next week. But
work on the phones, man. That'd be so clutch.
That would be.
Maybe even start a second podcast just called Phone Calls with Dan and Eric, or something like that. Get Eric and Dan. I'll give you your front line.
Yeah, appreciate
duty. Reverse alphabetical order.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's fine. I'm no longer in this game for credit as much as I am. It's just fun. Just love the fun.
It's fun, man.
It's fun.
It's good getting to do this show. It's fun getting to hang out with you once a week. That's always a good time.
And talk the foosball.
Talk about the foosball. And I got to say what up to our buddy Ryan, who has become a recent listener. Always good when your buddies decide to listen.
Yeah, he's a big fantasy football fan and now a soup enthusiast because of the show. So I think he might have a chowder or two tonight. Good for him, right?
Great for him.
Get you a bowl.
All right, guys. Good luck to you. Hopefully, you are tuning in next week because you need some lineup advice.
Championship lineup advice. Let's get some titles, guys. Let's wrap this season up with some gold.
All right, buddy. And you and I aren't playing each other, so best of luck to you.
Yeah, best of luck.
Fantasy. Yeah, wait. Yeah, that's this I Do Too Many podcast.
Yeah.
Fantasy football for real. See you next week.